The sun beat down on Willow Creek, a sleepy town where the hum of motorcycles was as common as birdsong. Jake, a 22-year-old mechanic, lived for his vintage Harley, its chrome mirrors gleaming like his pride. But the neighborhood's self-appointed queen, Karen Mitchell, had other plans. As head of the makeshift HOA, she despised the roar of engines, claiming they ruined the community's charm. Her complaints were relentless, but Jake ignored her until she crossed a line. One morning, Jake found his Harley vandalized, both mirrors smashed, glass shards glittering on the pavement. A note tucked under the seat read, "Keep your noise away, or else." The handwriting was unmistakably Karen's, her looping scrawl a dead giveaway. Rage surged through Jake. He'd spent years restoring that bike, pouring his heart into every bolt. Confronting her, he stormed to her pristine lawn, where she stood watering roses, unfazed. "You broke my mirrors," Jake shouted, holding up the shattered pieces. Karen smirked, denying it with a shrug. "Prove it, kid. Maybe you shouldn't park that junk here." Her smugness ignited something primal in Jake. He wasn't just fighting for his bike, he was fighting for his place in a town that felt increasingly hostile. Word spread fast. By dusk, the Vets Biker Club, a tight-knit group of grizzled ex-soldiers who rode for freedom and brotherhood, caught wind of the incident. Their leader, Big Tom, a towering man with a salt and pepper beard, had mentored Jake years ago. To him, the bike wasn't just metal, it was a symbol of resilience. When Tom learned Karen's HOA had been harassing other riders, fining them for noise violations and vandalizing their bikes, he rallied the club. "Nobody messes with our own," he growled. The next day, Willow Creek's Main Street became a battleground. Karen, backed by a handful of her HOA cronies, faced off against Jake and the Vets Club, their Harleys lined up like an iron wall. Townsfolk gathered, whispering, as tension thickened the air. Karen, red-faced, screamed about law and order, accusing the bikers of intimidation. Jake, voice shaking but firm, held up the broken mirror. "This is what you call order? Destroying what we love." Big Tom stepped forward, his presence commanding silence. "You don't get to bully people into your version of perfect, lady." The confrontation escalated when Karen's husband, a lawyer, threatened lawsuits. The bikers didn't flinch. Tom's voice boomed, "You broke more than mirrors, you broke trust." The crowd murmured, some nodding, others glaring. Then, a twist. A neighbor, timid Mrs. Ellis, stepped forward with a video from her doorbell camera. It showed Karen smashing Jake's mirrors under cover of night. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Karen's face drained of color, her defiance crumbling. But the victory was hollow. The town fractured half saw Karen as a villain, half as a victim of biker intimidation. Jake's mirrors were gone, and the Vets Club faced backlash for their show of force. Karen moved away, but the bitterness lingered. Jake rode out of Willow Creek, his Harley's roar a fading echo, searching for a place where freedom didn't come at such a cost. The story exposed raw truths. Communities can tear themselves apart over pride and power. Karen's actions were wrong, but did the bikers' response go too far? What do you think? Where does justice lie when trust is shattered? Share your thoughts on right, wrong, and the cost of standing your ground.